Aaron, how do you go from having one of the best offenses in the league to not being able to score a run since Saturday?
Yeah, baseball. Because that is what we are. We are one of the best offenses in the league, and we've had a tough few days. Today I felt maybe pressing a little bit. Hendricks I thought was good, kind of rocking us back and forth. I thought he had a really good presence on both sides. The sinker was good, and then really changing speeds. But, maybe feeling those like, hey, got to get something going, and that, we got to let it happen. We got to go up and just really focus on having quality at bats, and that will happen. We'll get there, and hopefully tomorrow's that day.
How do you get them out of that rut? Do you address the team?
For just focus on what we do and our process, and these guys are excellent at turning the page. Tough few days, no question. Today I felt like maybe pressing a little bit in some at bats, but we'll come in with the right process and just really focus on grinding out quality at bats. And when we start to stack those, we'll take off.
Andy. Sorry.
When you see evidence of maybe pressing a little bit, would you see anything other than chasing when that indicates that to you?
I don't know. Just you want to be the guy that, kind of get the hit, get it going. But that's where the patience comes in, and that's where just, you can't obsess on the result. You can't go up there and I got to get a hit. I got to do this. It's got to be, I got to go take a tough at bat. And then when you're doing that, that's when the, pitches in your zone show up. That's when you take advantage, and this group will do that.
When that offense is trying to break out of a little funk, does seeing a guy like Hendricks potentially make it harder because he's so different from everybody else?
Yeah, there's something to that. He is different than what you face. And credit to him, I thought he was really sharp tonight. He was, had a presence inside the guys, so he's in on their hands. And then really obviously changing speeds, and I thought his command was excellent. One of the things the last couple of days we really haven't walked, which is, kind of a hallmark of what we do, and that's where that next layer of, man, you haven't scored some runs here. You can't go force it. You got to go quality at bat it.
Gary and Randy.
Maybe this varies guy to guy, but you've been a hitter probably in some situations like this. Just how hard is it from an individual perspective to exercise that patience when a streak like this is going on?
Yeah, it's such a long template of a season that you're going to have those days individually where, but I think that is our overwhelming strength. That is our guys' overwhelming strength, is that ability to, just, I always talk about whatever result we have in a series against the team, I want them to leave knowing they faced you, that it was heavy. They got through it. They may have had success. They may have got their teeth kicked in, but that where they're feeling those at bats, that's our ultimate strength. That's the hallmark of what these guys do. It's been a little struggle the last couple of days, which, unfortunately is going to happen. And, it's always shocking to see our group not score runs, right? Especially a few days in a row now. So we just got to focus on the little things, think small, big things come.
Randy.
If the season ended today, Judge would have a triple crown, but he's had a tough week. I know. What have you seen from him the last week? And disappointing to hear some boos in the crowd. It's just New York.
Oh, just for boo? Yeah, for who?
Judge.
Well, I think it's just not scoring in an inning. It's the last guy to not score. So I don't think it's anything towards Judgy. It's just the inevitable ebbs and flows of it. He probably has left the zone a little more than he normally does. No one more capable of getting right back on track than him.
He's one guy that you never worry about, right?
Correct.
And the first run when the ground ball to second, do you think DJ should have had that ball, or is that?
He got to it, had a chance. It's going to be a really good play. It looked like I felt like he kind of secured it too, and then it just kind of squibbed off his glove. So obviously a tough chance, one that he almost got to and made, and tough chance.
He had a lot of good bats since he's come back.
Yeah.
Tough game tonight. It's just going through a little stretch.
Yeah, just again, these last few days for us been a struggle for a handful of guys. So just got to focus on the at bat and get back on the track.
Back in the middle.
Aaron, is this the kind of thing where if you get a 2 or 3 run inning at some point, it kind of open the floodgates for the guys?
Sure, but I think it's really just stacking quality at bats, and once we start doing that, boom, then all of a sudden you pop one, you stick one in the gap, you pressure a guy with back-to-back heavy at bats, those heavy at bats, those have been missing these last few days. So we just need to get back to that. We get there and we'll take off.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Brendan.
Do you notice any tightness in the dugout between the guys?
No, I just think, obviously we haven't scored in a few days, which is very unique for us. So there's a little bit of that, and it's kind of a weird night out. And it's gloomy and whatever. So there's a little bit of that. Come on, guys, like wanting that, but it's like, a little bit foreign for us to go through this for a few days.
And Meredith had mentioned the idea of had you address the team or anything, but did they talk to themselves, talk amongst themselves after losses like this or after stretches like this?
Maybe it's a tight group.
Mark.
It's lost because of the offense, which is what you think of Warren and what made him so effective.
Yeah, Will was great. And, a couple of almost made plays, and it's even more dominant. What did he punch out, 10, 11? No walks. You just see his fastball playing at another level right now. That four seam they have a hard time picking up. This plays so well, mixing the sinker with it. Just a lot of confidence with both fastballs. And, he lost in this a little bit is how dominant of an outing he had. And very easily could have been no runs, 1 run, didn't really get hit around at all. Ohapi hits the double there with 2 outs, but in and around that, it's not a lot of hard contact against him. Neto smoked the ball to start an inning over, right center, but he's managing contact and really filling up the zone with good heaters.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.